Hi YouTube, welcome back to Wtf Rc Cars. So, carrying on with our mini crawler roundup, we've got the HPI version this time, and this is the Ventura 18cc. This is the brushless version. This is around £200, so again, you're going probably 140 for the FTX, 160 for the Absema, and then another £40 for this. This is 200. So yeah, let's bring you in for a close-up look, see what we get with this one, see if you think it's worth it. So just looking wrap box on this one, we got a very different style body shell. I really do like this. Depends on your personal taste whether you like it more or less than any others. So it does say we've got alloy chassis, it does say metal gears with dig function, it does say we've got front axle weights, also oil-filled shocks. Servo says 1.5 kg, maybe that's a little bit more powerful. Does say brass inner wheel weights on front, HD steel centre drive shafts, 3500 kV outrunner motor, oversized wheels. It is a 3S battery. Does say ready to run, so let's get this one open and see what we get in box. So once we get it out of box, we get a quick start guide that, yeah, it does tell you a few things that you might need to know, but doesn't exactly tell you how to achieve them. We get a warranty book that, yeah, nobody's going to ever bother reading that. We do get a kind of a exploded diagram, but not really any instructions on how to use any particular part of it. So let's hope it's pretty straightforward. We do get a charger, and this one is a 3S and it's 2 amp, so it shouldn't take too long to charge. We get a wire and a rubber bung, and no explanation of what it is. We get this weird looking thing that I'm guessing you just take the wheel off, and it's a thumb steer. So yeah, nice touch. We do get some really cool stickers, and we get the actual RC itself. So let's do some peeling. We also get a little tool. So the actual RC itself, quite like the look of this. Really soft suspension. Crazy amount of travel again, as we used to see with most similar to this platform. We've got a tiny little clip under here, so I think if we line that up to center, it should pivot forward. The actual front of the body, if it's down, hits the servo. Plastic servo arm, all plastic links for steering. But quite a detailed body, quite a nice looking body shell. Battery, we are using an industry standard plug, so yeah, nice to see that it's a standardized plug that we've got. Receiver wise, we've got a, what we got, 1 2 3 4 5 6 channel receiver, and then an extra slot at end what just says LED. So maybe we've got a spare slot light output. We have got a what looks like a rebranded Hobbywing speed controller. Does look like we've got some control set up over the second channel, so it'll be interesting to see what that does. We do have certainly one of the most complex transmitters. So we have a multiple channel transmitter here. We've got at least 5 channels that have got various buttons and switches. So we've got a whole load of buttons and switches. We've got a USB-C port on it. We've got AA type batteries and a port for plugging a LiPo pack in, which I'm guessing that's what the USB-C is for, but I can't find any instructions on it. We do have one of the most complex transmitters what we've seen so far. So we've got throttle reverse, steering reverse, and then on here we've got the dip switches to not only control the ESC, but we've also got labels to show what they are. So it looks like we've got forward and reverse mode, NIM mode. Then we've got the second 2 for drag brake, and then 4 and 5 on the end. But up to now, instructions, I can't find any explanation of what any of them do. We do have a power light, LED light and bind. And then we've got steering trim, steering dual rate, throttle dual rate and throttle trim, and then on off. We've got a foam wheel, and as I said, we've got this where you can just put that behind wheel and you've got a thumb steer. So yeah, quite nice that we've got all that. Plenty of options to add things. We do have dig, I believe, on this one. So it looks like that's free at the minute. So rather than a multi-speed gearbox, it looks like we've got a servo that can control dig. I think that'll be in channel 3 looking at it, possibly. But yeah, lots of positions for the actual chassis rails. Nice brass weights up front. Nice metal drive shafts front and rear, so we're not having to upgrade any of them. Nice strap for the battery. And we do have a 360 milliamp hour 3S battery. So yeah, need to do some googling, find out what that's for. I may put the stickers on it, although I do like the stealthy look of it. Nice clear windows, we've got some mirrors. I can see what you're actually getting for your money with this one over the others. Certainly added their own twist, and I think out of all of them, this is the best transmitter I've seen so far. But let's get some batteries in her and see what she does. I love the fact that we've got an option of putting a LiPo pack. This seems the most sort of options what I've seen from a transmitter out of any of the RTR ones we've got so far. And from somebody that comes from the background of doing all the Fly Sky vids, you'll understand why I like lots of options, lots of channels, lots of settings. I do like this body shell, the way that that fastens on. I really like that. Once you've got the battery and everything in, it's very easy to just open it. So if we press and hold, power on. It's now looking for his transmitter. Turn transmitter on. Is it going to bind? Yep. So let's have a look and see what options we've got. So we got forward, reverse. So we do have to have that lit up to get us drive to rear. So it looks like that's drag brake. So we've got drag brake on and off, and we've got 4-wheel drive, or we press it and we just get front wheel drive, but the back wheel's just, I mean, that's not dig. I don't know what they think dig function is, but that's definitely not dig. So basically our options are 4-wheel drive or just front wheel drive. And if we press that, we have drag brake. If we press it off, no drag brake. And I don't think the 5th channel's doing anything. No, we've got nothing connected to channel 5. Channel 6, we don't have anything connected to it, so we can use that for lights if we wish. We've got a 3-position switch. So yeah, you've got channel 5 and 6 that are fully usable. We have front wheel drive or 4-wheel drive. And then dual rate wise, let's have a look. So yeah, dual rate wise we can turn down. You do get a beep at 50%, and full turning doesn't seem to be damaging anything. A steering trim, yep, that works fine. We've got throttle dual rates, so we can limit the throttle right down. So that's 100% reverse, or you can turn it up. And we do have the trim point for throttle. So yeah, I mean, overall, not really disappointed with anything. So the weirdness of it is the dig function that literally just turns off rear wheel drive. Bit strange. Do like the way you can flick it. You can have drag brake on and off, so we can have it in trail mode or not, just at the push of a button. We've got some seriously good travel on the suspension, and I do like the way that it comes without the stickers on, so it's entirely up to you if you want to put them on. I'm going to have to do some digging to find out what this is for. Maybe it's for lights, but it doesn't look like it. Or is it an alternative battery connector? Or is it something that comes with the speed controller? Not sure. So now looking at it, we don't have anything else on the speed controller. So not really sure what that is aimed for. It looks like we've got us 3 wires from his motor. So it's technically the same plug as that. Don't know. I'll have to dig through instructions or have a search online, find out what it's for. But basically, it's a really well put together bit of kit, this. Love the control from the transmitter. Not sure they actually know what dig is, because for me, dig should lock the back wheels up, but yeah. Each to their own with that one, I suppose. But overall, quite like it. I think I will put these stickers on. So let's get it stickered up and see what it looks like. So I decided to put some stickers on it. I don't care if they're where they're meant to go, but that's where they're gone. And then I got a couple on transmitter, so I know which transmitter it's for, which RC this transmitter belongs to, should I say. But yeah, not a bad little RC. And yeah, I can see why this is more expensive. The fact you can turn drag brake on and off front transmitter and control it. I will do videos showing what all the dip switches do and programming ESCs and that, like I've done in past on quite a few others. So I will work my way through all these RCs and do what we can to show how they work. But yeah, let's wrap this one up. So there we have it. That's just a quick look unboxing of the Ventura 18cc HPI version of a 1/18 crawler. Quite interesting to see how different each one of these are. To say they're on a very similar platform, and you can sort of see what you get when you pay the little bit extra. Really comes down to whether you want to go for one and upgrade it and put all the bits on it yourself, or whether you want something that looks scale. You go for one of the more scale looking trucks. But yeah, as for this one, don't see any real issues with it. Not really sure what they were thinking with that dig function, because dig should lock the wheel up and let you drag it round, but yeah, that's their take on it. But yeah, big shout out to guys at SC Models for getting these to me so quickly. It's got some nice stuff on this, and I'm sure whichever you want to go for, I'm sure they'll be all too happy to help you out and get it to you. But thanks again for watching WTF Rc Cars. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, share to friends and family, and catch you guys again in the next one.